That's what I wanted to do.
I was right.
You were right.
I agree. It's actually right next to the building. Very generic research.
Are you, is this going to be in front of a whiteboard or a screen or?
Well, people are going to have to plug in their laptop here. Maybe people are going to do like their Scream or their thing over here.
So we're using this screen.
Yeah. Yep.
A very common trick. It can't call. It's so hard.
I mean, I found, they're called like...
Are we streaming?
Games. They were hiring
Okay.
a junior rigger. So
Why aren't we streaming from your expensive cameras, Canal?
hopefully they will take the junior position.
From me? I'm going to take a wild guess and say, because
No one
we
else
couldn't figure it out.
can't go far out.
I mean, I know how to stream from Canal's cameras using my phone, so...
Right now,
I was just asking, why are we not using your very fancy, expensive
Because
cameras?
it's I don't know. It's being difficult.
there's so many layers in this. But I do enjoy it.
So I'm pretty sure I have the app on my
I
phone.
can show it off to
I guess like
whoever.
so you do all like the animation and modeling as well, or
I will.
So I pretty much
I mean, it
saw-
has enough juice right now, but it's at 72%. So
I can model and I just play it.
But yeah.
I'd rather be a rigger.
okay.
Because for my senior capstone project at UCF, I had to, we needed to animate like all the characters for our game, so I did all the rigging, no one else knew how to do that. And I just really enjoyed that.
No, actually, it came from.
Hey, I'll put it out there. ARA. I don't know if they're hiring. I'll check it out. ARA, like the office in Raleigh. If you're willing, I don't know. Are you willing to move?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my mom's house, I think I got it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would check it out. Find Research Associates. Hard to remember. Do ARA. ARA.
So are they like hiring?
I mean, from the meetings I hear, like the staff meetings I hear, they're like, oh, we're always looking for new people. So, I would check out what opportunities they have. The Virtual Heroes team. The Virtual Heroes.
all right, everybody, we're gonna get started. Finally, at last, we're gonna do the three different superlatives first, and then we're gonna get started with people's presentations. Simple as bring your laptop up, plug it into the HDMI, and we'll do your presentation. And I think we should be able to get through it pretty fast. I think, I hope, I pray. But we'll get started with a few things first.
I'll drive, you talk.
Yeah. So I think the first thing, if you kind of go through the next two items. So we're going to try to get the top experiences over to Meta Center Global Week. Look for just chat at the end of the evening. We'll communicate. There's events happening all week long, but we're looking for somebody to come on Wednesday. Wednesday this coming week at the Dr. Phillips Center to just showcase what your experience is. So I'll communicate with any of the teams that make sense to present there. Yeah?
The music is still playing over here. It's hard to hear you over here.
Tony, that's all you.
I got it.
Thank you.
We need not lo-fi, but no-fi. All right, and a major thanks to the organizers and helpers that put this first-time jam on. So, round of applause to Isabella, to Matt, Tony, our press and video and photography with Steven and Krista. And a round of applause to all of you who survived this weekend. It's all very interesting with the first time jam. You know, I remember doing the first Indie Galactic Space Jam, and we're now at like year 9 or something for that one. But
Year
I mean,
9, Jam 8.
Jam 8, year 9. But you know, we have like discussions with the space industry 12 months out of the year now. People have won projects and contracts, and there's lots of things that happen. And you know, now with this jam happening, I hope that it's going to spark a lot of communication and a lot of things and activity that happens with the theme parks and themed entertainment industry. We now have like a little body of work. Hey, this jam has happened. There's pictures, there's video. Nobody died. There's games. You know, so there's something there now, and I think it's going to be really exciting. And this has happened with every jam we've done. So we've done Mega Health Jam, and I don't know, but just miraculously, there's a bunch of like healthcare-related projects that happen the next year. We did Armed Forces Jam, and we started just having a better relationship with all the different branches of the military and military simulation companies. People started getting some projects. People got hired. So there's activity that happens, and it takes a while to kind of get going, but this is the start of that. And when you look at what happens here in Orlando, we're really kind of touching on all the different major industries that are here now. And that's really what IndieNomicon wants to do, is create really kind of like pathways for the game developers that are all here into like major industry and just have fun doing it. So Tony, next slide. Also, major thanks to Carol Ann Dykes-Loeb, the head of the Central Florida Tech Grove. She has been so gracious to us. She has helped us with putting on Armed Forces Jam. We've held events at her Central Florida Tech Grove, which is near UCF Research Park. But she also helped us get this amazing venue here, the Dr. Phillips Academic Commons, part of UCF downtown. We would not have this without her. Maybe she's watching out there in internet land, or she'll watch afterwards, so please give a round to Carol Ann. And as I mentioned, MetaCenter Global Week is coming next week. What the hell is MetaCenter? Well, it's kind of like there's so many things that are going on in Orlando, and it's really hard to do marketing for that and say what it is, especially to the outside world. Like if somebody is in New York or Seattle or Detroit or Chicago or LA, like, and you ask them about Orlando, what are they going to think? What are they going to say? What's the first thing that's going to come to their mind? Disney, right. But what about everything else? What about all the game developers? What about all the other industries that we have here? So that's kind of a branding thing that's being done to say that Orlando is the MetaCenter. And this upcoming week is MetaCenter Global Week. So it's a big conference. It's the first one that's just like this. And the aim is to turn it into a big festival that happens every single year. And it's a way for all those other cities and all those other groups to come to Orlando. People are going to be flying into town to do that. And we want you to have some experience and touch points with them too. So please look for announcements for next week. If you don't get a ticket to go, you'll get some discounted options to go and some kind of exposure. We definitely want everybody to be involved with it. Next slide. Zenfluence as well. These people have helped us out so much. They've sponsored every one of our jams, and it's their job to really promote all the different technical clusters that are here within this region And with IndieNomicon creating jams that touch on a lot of these other major industries, we kind of do a lot of the things that they are looking to grow. So if you see Jack Henkel or somebody from Senfluence around, give them a high five. We wouldn't be here if we didn't have their support. So Senfluence is really great. Next slide. And of course, IndieNomicon Foundation, myself, Tony Bagsby, we were some of the co-founders from many years ago. We are old people now. We were young people then.
We need young people to help bring it back.
We need more of the younger generation to come and take it over. Eventually, I will retire and go sit in a rocker. But we started the first one in 2013. We started having meetups, and then eventually there were jams, and it just kept going and going and going.
Until there was a global pandemic.
Right. But IndieNomicon Foundation is really here for all of you. The goal is to really create a lot of opportunities. And we do that with jams, and we do that with meetups. The first Saturday of every month, we have a meetup.
At the
library.
Melrose Center, the downtown Orlando library at 2 o'clock, I believe?
I think so, yeah. So you can go to IndieNomicon.org to get more information. Next slide. And of course, these are all different places where you can connect with us. Just search. I think you guys know how to search. Next slide. All the people here, major thanks to them. Florida High Tech Corridor, the VR AR Association, A Square Games Simulation, E4C, which is Isabel's company, OMG Labs, Corgi Art House, which is Tony's company, and other community partners like Orlando Devs and Black Orlando Tech.
I feel we should also mention Team Firestorm.
Oh, that's in the next slide.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I
That's not the next. That's not in the next
So
slide.
it didn't come up. But yes, major thanks to Matt, of course, our master of scares. This jam would not have happened if it wasn't for Matt and his
It is Matt's
pushing and
vision
driving.
to do this jam. So you can thank him for the experience.
And he also decided that he was going to make a video game, which is something that game developers do. And
It's in there. It's not this slide, but I know
Yeah.
it's in here. You want me to show the trailer?
no, let's do that at a little bit later on.
Okay.
But yeah,
We
ultimately,
did get the trailer to work, so we are going to show it tonight.
yes.
Yay!
So we'll get started. I know everybody here is on the verge of death, but we're going to try to bring you back to life by doing some of these things. So the scariest face competition is going to work interestingly. I put up 3 different groups, and the winner of each of those groups is going to come up here for a live scary face-off. And by audience applause, we're going to decide who has the scariest face. So let me see who is the winner of each heat. Can you go to the next slide?
I mean, I know who I pick in this one.
All right, so let's see in the votes.
I feel like there's a clear winner.
Yeah. So A.
Yes.
Would A come up? Yeah, come up.
No offense to the rest of the people, but that's a pretty good scary face.
Let's go to the next slide. And in this one, will J come up? And then
That's not even a good
next slide,
This is the next slide.
the third one.
This is the third one.
Oh, you did go there. Okay, yeah. And in this one, M.
It's not even one of my good scary
I was very disturbed.
Well, I work at a haunted house, and I was like not ready, and so like I'm better than that.
Goodbye. I mean, I was scared.
Yeah.
So definitely thank you all for being scary earlier. I know you were caught off guard, but appreciate it. And some of you, I think were trying to be scary, but it turned out to be not so scary. So I think, you know, there's some future category for that too. So I think the way that we'll do this is each person will get a moment to turn around, and then as they turn around, reveal their scary face, and then take that in. And then the next person will do that. And then by audience applause, we'll decide which of the three is the winner. Right? So what's your name?
Alex.
Alex. So Alex, turn around, and then at your discretion, turn around and reveal your scary face.
Oh my God.
Was there a applause?
Yeah?
No, we're going to do the applause once we see all three.
Yes. All right, in the middle, what's your name?
Joey.
Joey. Joey, turn around and reveal your scary face. All right, and your name? Gabriel? All right, Gabriel, turn around and then reveal your scary face. All right. So, by audience applause, we're going to see which one of the three is the winner. So, number one. Number two. And number three. Gabriel, I think we have a winner. You have the scariest face.
That eye trick is pretty good.
Yeah.
How drying is it on
And
your
you're the
eyes?
winner of $50. All right, best costume. So any of you that dressed up, come on up.
Tell them to act out their characters. Tell them to act out their characters.
What if I have a presentation?
I have to put my mask on.
I guess every person will get a chance.
Oh, I can't. That's good.
Maybe say, hey,
Bro, that's the patriarchy leader right there.
Oh my God, is that Ken? I love that.
that's really great.
Steve Ryan Gosling. I'm so
Ryan Gosling.
All right, so what we're gonna do is each person is gonna announce. What do you say? Oh, one more. There's one more coming.
Oh, yeah, this is really good.
Get a load of this guy.
It's coming up.
You might not want to hold your arms up. Yeah, it might take a while.
I mean, that could be a good workout.
I wore my mask on my belly.
How long can you hold it?
I don't feel like I'm actually putting it on.
I want to bring you a beer.
You're not in the right outfit.
Oh no.
This SpongeBob.
I have to get my scary.
Great. So we'll do this again by audience applause, but first, before we do that, just each person, maybe you want to announce your name and what are you? So start with the first end. Your name and what are you?
I'm Andres. I'm a plague doctor.
I'm Chris. I am a hoodman.
I'm also Chris. I'm Link.
I'm Jalen, and I'm not really like a specific character. This was a costume from when I was 10 and obsessed with the giant purple people eater. This was from a Kuromi cosplay I made like last Halloween, and then this is a mask that I also made, and they came together to create. I don't know.
Giving you a Fortnite guy.
Sorry, you've all caught me reading.
name is Dev, aka Ryan Gosling.
Oh my God!
My name is Alexis. My textures are gone.
Great. All right, so by audience applause, we're going to go down the list, and then hopefully we'll find a winner. So we'll start with number 1. Number 2. Link, number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. So it's a little bit tough, but I think we narrow it down to 1, 3, and 6, and then let's try from there. Yeah? So we'll have 1, 3, and 6 together, so we'll try it again. So now, let's go with 1. The new number 2. And number 3.
Dude, it's hard to tell. We needed like a sound meter.
Yeah.
I have audio.
Dude.
I analyze the audio waves. So I can stand somewhere and whichever one reads the highest.
Right, yeah. So everybody decide within your heart which one is your winner. And as we go down, cheer with that. Right?
But you can only vote once.
You can only clap and cheer once. Right? Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. I think we have a winner, number 3. Alexis.
To be honest, those top 3 were really good.
All right, and you are the winner of $50.
We have a quick tutorial. I need to be prepared. Come quickly. Come
Be honest,
quickly.
broken
We have to
shader
fix
is
the
my
bugs.
nightmare.
Is there something going on?
We have to fix the bugs.
Okay. Hello everyone, Cole and I are here with a quick 20-second Unity tutorial. So you might be wondering how to upgrade your project to the universal render pipeline.
This tutorial is sponsored by Rage Shadow.
So we have our missing texture here. And if you go to the edit window, rendering, upgrade materials.
Clips out how to do it.
You have upgraded your materials.
You didn't show me how to do it.
Very helpful.
Oh my gosh.
All right, and then the last of the superlatives, the loudest scream. I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know if we're going to go deaf. But for anybody that wants to enter, come up to the front and give your loudest scream.
I need a good scream.
So any of the entrants that want to come in, and you can try, if you've already won, you can do that, you can attempt again, but the loudest scream. I have a decibel meter. Steven, I think, also maybe can see it aligned, so we can hopefully whittle through this.
Why did you do this to me?
I don't know.
I had to switch to an
Oh my God.
And do remember, you have to be louder than me.
Very true.
Well, that ain't that hard.
All right, everybody. This is how we'll have to go. We'll have to have it super duper quiet, like a pin. You could hear a pin drop, and the only person that we should hear is the person that is screaming. And it's the only way for us to really know if they're the loudest screamer. So, we'll go down the line and try to whittle down from there. So, I have a decibel meter. Steven, you have like a little meter, so hopefully we can see where it goes. Yeah, I'll be equidistant here in a moment. So.
We should just circle.
Just around me until I hear it directly? Yeah. I didn't really think this.
See if you can make him lose his hearing.
All right. Number 1.
Called security on this. Pitch was good.
All right, you are out. Yeah, you got first.
This tournament style. Tournament style. You lost him. You're out.
It looks like 90 is the one speed. Okay.
What is it?
All right, you remain.
Way to go, Sam.
Okay, you remain as well. Go. Man, they're very close, very close. You also remain as well. You guys agree? I'm just trying to eliminate a few people here.
We got a circle.
Okay, thank you.
You also remain just by 1. Alright.
You need water?
I'm so sorry. You missed by 1. Very close.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, do we have a new winner? I think that's a new top.
That one remains.
I hope so.
We may already have a champion.
We may.
That hurt.
Alright.
I swear to God, called security.
Alright, and then that also matched as well. The same one. Wow. I was really hoping that a lot more people will get eliminated.
What's the next? Do we
So
need to
how
go
do
by
we-
a decibel?
Yeah. Redo. They're going to be what? They're going to I don't have us going to our voices and go out.
That's all. Just take the highest one. Don't ever do it again.
No.
Let's not do it again. People are going to destroy their throats.
That, yeah.
Also, we may get security called on us if we keep doing
We
it.
may.
Maybe it should have personality.
Yeah.
I had the
Should we have the audience just clap on it like we did with the others?
What'd you say?
Clap on it like we did.
I think we do a clap on it. There's too many people, so I think we're gonna break it down into 4 and 4. Okay. And then pick somebody from here and pick somebody from here, and there'll be one final one.
Okay.
Right? Alright, so from the 4 here, what we're gonna do is each person's gonna scream, and then by audience applause. And again, you gotta vote for only one. We're gonna decide between those four, and then we'll do the same thing here. You go. Oh, we got it. Alright. And number 2. All right, number 3. Number 4.
I think it's like that was almost.
Man, that sounded like it hurt. All right, so we'll do audience applause for number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. So you're moving to the next round. All right, and over here, and we'll do another.
I need oxygen, I need life support.
All right, so we're going to do one more, and then by audience vote, we'll decide. All right, everybody, we'll need absolute silence. And go. All right.
Sounds like someone wants to win.
Number 2. All right. Number 3. And number 4. All right. By audience applause. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. And number 4.
Oh yeah!
All right, I think we have number 4. Yeah? Did I hear that correctly?
I think
I'm not voting.
I think that was all.
Let's try it again. All right, so no.
Between 3 and 4.
Yeah. So let's try this again between 3 and 4. So number 3. Number 4.
It's definitely number 3.
Number 3.
Very impressive.
Thank you. It's all built up, you know, all that anger, and I know it's
It's jam. It's jam. Dude, you didn't have water?
Yeah.
Let's take a water break. Everybody take a
Water break.
Before I start.
While they drink some water, I just realized, Krista, you were going to enter.
It's too late.
It's too late. But while they're drinking water in their finals, maybe we want to hear our journalist scream.
Here comes a new champion.
I'm not winning.
I mean, those two are going to be hard to
Yeah, no, but I think I'm already pretty. Okay, are you ready?
Yes. All right, everybody. We're going to see how Krista, our journalist, fares as well. She was in the finals, but. Very good, very good.
Not as good as those two.
Very cathartic.
It's definitely cathartic.
What if you just stand in the middle and we both?
Oh.
No.
I mean, you do have science to aid you. You can't tell us who is the higher guest.
So we can see who's louder.
I feel so sorry for the first row.
No, I love it.
It's a spectator sport.
In the streams, I don't know.
It's a spectator sport.
All right. So, I go with number 1, and then again, we'll equal stream, and then we'll do audience applause. Number 1.
What was that, Canal? Give us a number.
Yeah, number.
89.
Okay.
Okay.
89.
What's the number?
It matched up the same actually, like when it hit the top.
When we hit the top.
It's like two different streams. However, this is not to be decided by science.
Not by
This is to
science.
be decided by applause.
Wait, Canal.
No,
I have a way to do it.
You have a what?
I have a way to do it.
Okay.
How about who can hold it the longest?
They have to stay in a certain octave. They can't go higher than, they can't go high, they have to swing and.
That seems like too much work.
Okay.
No. Let's just do I may be an alto part.
All right.
But
Keep screaming, they're gonna lose. I know, of course. We don't want that.
Don't make them scream anymore.
No. Now it's audience applause. So,
I need straight up honey at this point.
number one. Number two.
I just kind of like it.
And we have a winner.
Thank you.
Holly.
I needed this.
You are the scream queen.
I did honestly. I'll down a whole pot of honey and then I'll be okay.
So, we're gonna get into presentations, and hopefully we'll go by quick. The winning team is gonna get tickets to Halloween Horror Nights, courtesy of Matt with Team Firestorm. So, round of applause. And he is releasing a game, so I believe this is gonna be the debut with audio of his game. So if you can maybe bring up that trailer.
Okay, I have it tabbed. Wait, no.
Do you want to do any setup or no?
And now we get to test the audio.
You never earnest.
No, that's gonna get quite loud.
It's your husband. You see, there's been an accident. I'm terribly sorry. We found him in the river last night. If there's anything I can do, terribly sorry that this has happened. Hello, little one. It's time to play.
It's been great to be sponsor for this, and y'all have created some great games. So, right here I have Halloween Horror Night tickets. So, I hope y'all give a good presentation. And thank you so much for coming out to the first All Hallows Jam. We are very much so hoping to do this again next year. And
Yes.
so far everything sounds like it, and I will see you next year, little ones.
Thank you, Matt. Also, like, he is looking for play testers, so there'll probably be some information that goes out after the jam, maybe a way for you to play it and give some feedback and things like that. And of course, once release happens, we hope you go and buy it and share it and things like that. So we'll call out teams to come on up. Just bring your laptop and connect via HDMI, and then you can be able to do your presentation. Try to keep it around 5 minutes. If you go a little bit over, that's okay, but let's not make it 10 minutes. We want to be able to get through everything pretty quick and announce the winners, and then go home and take a shower. So maybe we'll go in order. The walk home.
Woo!
This one's the HDMI.
Yeah.
You can. You can present any way you want.
Sure, yeah. It will require us to actually press this button. Press the button.
Maybe. Are you signaling? Are you sending it?
There we go. Oh yeah, it helps if you actually plug it in.
All right, guys, you got the stage.
So maybe somebody wants to stand up there, explain what's going on.
Would someone want to join me? Or am I doing the controls?
No, you should have speaker control. Yeah.
All right. As you can tell by the big words, loud noises.
Alright, so this is our game, The Walk Home. It's, well, you'll find out.
See for yourself. As you can see, the main character is a little girl, and the story is that you got lost on your way home from a Halloween party. And meanwhile, as you're trying to find your way home to your parents' house, the ghost of the ice cream truck is going to be haunting you throughout the neighborhood. And as you can hear, the music is unsettling.
It is a relentless demon, and it will chase you everywhere.
Even through buildings, it is a ghost truck, and you must stay away from it as it will pursue you at all costs.
As you've lost your way home, you've noticed that there are some strange signs around town with some cryptic riddles that these actually give you, they give the player clues as to how to get home, how to find which house is theirs amidst this troubling time.
As you can see, that one says,
I share my name with the fruit and cannot rhyme.
pineapple. So the actual answer would be orange.
I heard it, orange.
Orange. Yeah, me too. You got the right answer. The good old Dollar Tree. And this one is, what's that last one?
I'm the hue of envy and the color of greed. That's
Green.
Color is green.
Green is the answer. But you may notice that the colors are different. And the reason being is because the red riddles hidden throughout the entire map are in fact the incorrect rhymes. As the blue ones are as what we have, which I believe will be coming up, right? As you can tell, the truck is, you can hear the truck everywhere. And the louder it is, the closer it'll be to you, so be careful.
Yeah, so the player would figure this out the hard way, but the red ones are in fact lies. It's supposed to set you off the right course, while the blue ones do lead you to the right path. Now, for this game, knowing your environment and really taking it all in is very important. The colors give you a hint as to which house it is based on the color of the house. Here you got one of the signs that kind of gives the player that notion. Ooh, it's getting close, isn't it?
It's pretty close.
Don't want to get too close. For another riddle somewhere else hidden, the answers are the street names themselves. And for the last riddle, well, actually the one we just saw at the diner, the answers indicate how many pumpkins are in front of your house. So once you have all this information, you got to put it together and go door to door, figure out which one it is. Which one do you, in fact, live in?
May we test out what happens when you run into said truck, or no?
First we have to find it, or it has to find us.
The true terror is not knowing exactly where the truck is.
I mean, yeah, that is more horrifying.
Especially since it goes through walls.
But if for those, just to simplify it, that white street that you saw nearing a certain green house is the actual exit, and that is how you win said level. And the way you would probably solve it is by finding and answering the riddles that would help give you hints to where its location is. But if you said get hit by the truck, you get killed.
So you don't do that.
You don't want to do that. Yes, we have a little nice sketch.
Yeah, we're just going to show you what the wind condition looks like, the wind screen.
And you can thank our team member who sadly could not make it here in person, but she helped us out quite a lot on this project.
Including the player model itself.
There.
Yay.
And that's it.
Also, in the future, do not seek out ghost ice cream trucks.
It's not recommended, no.
No. I've tried it once, don't do it.
Cody, who's number 2?
Give me a second. Next time I'll remember the first couple. Okay, the subordinate, followed by carry-on troopers, followed by soothing. Yeah.
Right? I want to be the comedic relief guys. I want to be the This truck is behind it, no matter what. Where's the truck?
Especially when the truck will back up and turn around 140 degrees.
Subordinate.
Hello, hello. This is the subordinate, brought to you by the subordinators. Yes.
Oh, I go.
Joe. Oh, okay. So I guess we'll go around and introduce ourselves.
Hello, everybody. I am Brendan St. Esprit. I made like one model. It's the face that it represents the player. It's like the diver mask. There are some like coral models, but they're kind of hard to see.
I'm Cole. I did mostly programming. I did a lot of the network code, and then just sort of like the general game logic.
I'm Dana. I did a lot of the 2D art, the UI design, and the VFX.
I'm Stevens. I helped out some of 3D modeling, the made the rocks, and I took a lot of information in and stuff.
Woo, rocks!
Hi, I'm Maxwell. I did all of the audio and sound effects, and there are a few VFX in there that I also did.
Hi, and I'm Joseph, and I just did 3D modeling and some of the game programming.
Okay, so our game was a horror VR game. It was also multiplayer and co-op, two-player co-op. Both of the players are stuck at the bottom of the ocean on a submarine, and they are getting attacked by a anonymous monster. We called it the Shadow Demon. And while the players are trying to get back to the surface and rise to the top, this demon is scaring the player and also is causing a lot of faults on the submarine. You know, it'll like turn off the oxygen, that kind of thing. There's like a boiler task as well. And then, yeah. So here's a lot of the software we used. We use Unity primarily as our game engine. We also used Maya and Blender for 3D models. Audacity. We have a friend over here who learned Audacity in 48 hours. So that was for all of our audio. You probably heard us over there. We were making a lot of sound effects. So yeah, all of the audio in the game was done here in 48 hours. And we also used Krita for some 2D art as well. So here's a gameplay video. I have another tab too if you'd like to full screen. Yeah.
Do you?
It's that one.
Which one?
Far. Yeah. So you can full screen.
Full screen.
All right, so here's the start screen. We just made that on the monitor just because it was easy to get both of the clients in the game as fast as possible. So here they are. So the other player is, as you can see over there. I think this is a video where we had your headset died. Like, they went through, I'm pretty sure. Which is why you're
I can skip through a little bit.
Skip it. No, wait.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go. There we go. There we go. So yeah, you saw the head and hands. All of this is synced, so both players can see these levers being moved. So this is the oxygen task here. The goal was to get to the right numbers, and we both made most of the actual game mechanics, so we know by default what the values are, but you're supposed to actually go through, and there's like a little poster that shows what they're supposed to be. So it's sort of
example one.
Oh yeah, here we go.
So the idea of it being co-op is where one person sees a fault and the other person has to go throughout the submarine and they have to try to figure out how to accomplish it. That information is on a bunch of infographics. So you can see here, this is for balancing all of the chemicals that are in the boiler. So they have to read these percentages off to the other player, and the other person has to fix the mixture. Oh, and there's the Shadow Demon.
We are. So we mostly, I mean, we were right next to each other, so it was easy to communicate, but if you're like long distance, you could probably use Discord or something like that. In the future, maybe we'll do our own like voice over IP in the game, but we just didn't have time to do that.
This was the final task. This is the electrical task. You can only see one point of view. The other person is trying to fix it. There's a breaker box over here. And they have to cut the correct wire. And there's, early in the video, there's a graphic in it. There's a bunch of different tasks that they had to look out for to know how to cut the right wire. And after they complete all three tasks, when the Shadow Monster gets you, your screen turns red and we hear a horrific sound effect.
Might give a little Easter egg.
Easter eggs, great.
That's time for Easter eggs. That's so cool.
And that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Carry on and then suiting next.
I really like making a diagram.
Not among us, but among them.
We're kind of reminded of their first time.
Probably gonna have to turn the music down.
The second half is louder, so
But yeah, no, I did turn it up. Oh, it's okay. So this is Carry On. It's a kind of daylight horror, existential crisis mode. where you are playing as a robot. Let's turn that down a little. There's a volume button at the top.
I got you.
Oh, there you go. We got both. Anyways, and so the only asset that you're going to see today that was not made by our team was this background image. The rest of it has all been made within the last 48 hours. I personally did a lot of the art and animation. You worked on, names. I was already to talk. My name is Alexis Strux. I'm the team lead and artist.
My name is Dylan, and I worked on the UI system and mostly helped in the programming section.
Joseph Gallup, I helped with the background and the dialogue.
Jackson Kaiser, I made the music you're listening to right now, as well as all of the sound effects you'll hear in the game and the additional composition that plays during the actual game.
My name's Alec. I did most of the programming and the main gameplay system, which is the dialogue system.
And so let's take a look at what the game actually plays like. A lot of the struggles we ran into. This is a bad build. No! I have another build that works. Oh no.
You want to do that right now or what?
Let's play out of the Unity editor. We'll play out of the Unity editor. Oh my god.
You do not slide like that.
Unity didn't like us.
That's why I had you. Unity did not like us. Let's jam.
It's okay.
Put full screen in the corner.
I did put it full screen. That's as full screen as it gets.
Yeah, in the editor, that's as much as back as good as you're doing.
Okay, so we got a little pause video. Talks about what you're doing. It's all about you're playing as this robot, and you're walking through a wasteland, and you are trying as long as you can to survive. So the main thing we built up during this jam was the interaction system, the core gameplay loop. Think about like classic Oregon Trail, where you walk up to an event, something happens, you make a decision, and it positively, negatively, or just neutrally affects the player. And so there is more functionality that ideally would have happened, but it's a game jam, things go wrong, just like the build you just saw. And so something else of note is the background generation. I don't know if any of y'all saw me on the whiteboard last night talking about calculus. This is a set of sine waves that is generating how tall our trash pile is, so that it takes a very, very long time for anything to ever truly repeat in shape. And so that was a very interesting challenge, as well as we utilized a program called Ink, which is a like a story flow, multiple choice like story flow software, free to use, and they have a Unity integration that we then Alec took and turned into a playable game. So let's take a look at what it actually looks like. And so we're walking along in the wasteland. The best part about playing it. And so we have a whole list of interactions that could possibly happen, and it picks from that list of randomized interactions. And so as you're walking, you see something shiny. What would you like to do? Stop and examine, or move forward? What do I
want to?
Stop and examine it.
We want to examine it? All right, let's examine.
Pick it up.
You stop and examine the object. You see a thin rod sticking out of the ground.
Pick it up.
Move forward. As you pick up the object, you go to pull it out of the ground. As you pull, it feels like you are pulling something heavier than yourself, and it doesn't come loose. And so the idea is that events like that could negatively affect your health. And so it is a randomized set of small pool. But you can see how the background, I made all these pieces. You found an odd flyer from All Hallows Jam 2023. Keep it. Destroy it. What have you done? Do you have no shame in destroying it? Yes. Wow. And so, as you can see, we've been through, and we've got idle animation going.
We already did that one.
Don, move
The
forward.
bottom, we've got a very small set of prompts right now,
But
so.
the fact of using ink is that you can very quickly type in a new scenario and add it straight in. Lots of fun. You found a 100-year-old hot dog.
Eat it.
What? Would you like to eat? Yes? No? What? You can't eat. What do you think you are? You heard me. So yeah, this is Carry On. And that's the whole game. Just try it.
It's set to my incredibly depressing score.
And yeah, we've got the atmospherics, we've got some shading with our layers, and that's Carry On. So we got done this week.
Pick it up.
If you want to go and look through see the whole list of dialogue, you can go play on Itch. There's a build on Itch, and it should work.
The new build on Itch.
Yes.
Yeah.
No build, yeah.
All right, thank you.
All right, next up, Soothing, then Eclipse Mall Tape, and then Rap. Jeremy, Soothing.
No worries.
I know this is you because it's a picture of it.
Yeah, no, nobody can hide anything.
Okay.
While he's getting set up. So what we have here is a text-based adventure. It's sort of a combination.
Middle, by the way.
Well, hang on, we got there you go.
All right. So what we have here is a text-based adventure. It's a combination of standard win-loss states and just simple choice making, standard experience. You came to a eccentric resort in the Bahamas, known as Soothing, hence the title. It seems to be populated by, it's populated by staff known as spa men. They look like biomechanoid goats, and whenever you lose, you see the sculpt of them that I did in ZBrush. The character you're playing has severe OCD and anxiety, making them essentially an unreliable narrator as you go further down. And even the this right here is one of the diversions. There's diversions and then there's deceptions. As you're normally going through this visual novel, things start going wrong. You'll see things blink, prompts will be written weird, and even the mouse cursor will behave strangely. You can either choose to that. What does that mean? Does that mean that this guy is losing it, or are they trying to do something? It's never exactly made clear. Not even when you get to one of the three possible endings is it entirely clear. Yeah, there's this nightmare, but can't rely on somebody who's so paranoid and afraid of basically everything, and who doesn't think that they can take a minute to just stop and relax, and they got guilt about that. It's not particularly pleasant. And then there's the design of the spa man. Oh, I mean, you restart right from where you left off, so we don't do that nonsense that some people do in their old games as if this were the 1980s. But anyway, you have all these different descriptions, and even during the options where you lose, it doesn't sound particularly threatening, which kind of plays to the abstract qualities of the narrative, and he's demonstrating one of the effects. He thinks he sees a spa man, and he's freaking out, so that's conveyed via the cursor behaving wildly. John, why don't you explain how the cursor behaves?
Yeah, so I'm not touching anything, the cursor's moving. And so as you saw before, I was trying to demonstrate the cursor was moving towards an answer, trying to get you to select it even though you weren't doing anything. And so right now it's just randomly moving around.
So after a series of some diversions, things that you can do to just pass the time and get into the world of the hotel, or to just out of curiosity, there is a main line. You come across deceptions as you just, at every opportunity you're given a choice to either have him give in to his obsessive compulsiveness or have him try to manage it. And then eventually we get to a point where I think he's going to show it off in just a moment.
It's too far.
Yeah, this is one of the more subtle ones. They're all the same thing, but the one in the middle was spaced differently. So kind of playing into the idea that somebody with OCD is heightened sense of awareness and thinks everything is a threat, essentially. And this is the biggest diversion. You have 3 separate choices before you go through the main line again. And you can just totally ignore this section. Like you can just pick one of 3 and then that'll be the end of it. You could just leave right after, essentially. And there's constant repetition of soothing this, soothing that. The soothing is the name of the resort. He saw an eldritch being called Soothing. And here's another deception. They tell you either try or buy it. And if you try it, you like it a lot. And again, that doesn't sound particularly threatening, but to somebody with OCD or somebody who
knows what OCD is like. It's like, what happened? Did he become entranced by something? Did they want that to happen? Because we're gonna get to the crescendo, and you're gonna see that it's not as simple as a Twilight Zone episode where it's like, oh no, this is a threat. We gotta do something. This is a threat. It's a little weirder than that. And the prompt becomes very frantic at this point because this person is just completely losing it. It's falling apart from the pressure, is racked with guilt over everything. And here we have the timed prompt where they're slamming on the door because his music is blasting, and he thinks they're out to get him. And eventually, it'll run out. And that's a game over again. But then, okay, let's go ahead and pick the right one before the glitch happens. So yeah, he answers the door. Not entirely clear what happens. Either he was knocked out, he was dragged somewhere, but here's the ultimate answer to the situation. They are in fact alien beings. They do worship an eldritch monster called the Soothing. But apparently they're very gentle and understanding with this person, which helps to give more seeds of doubt. He's got 3 states of mind at this point that he's struggling with. He has the fact that he can sense that they probably do just want to help him as they help other people, as weird and eccentric as they are. He can't shake the feeling that this is a threat of some kind and they're trying to allure him for an ulterior motive. And there's also the fact of maybe he doesn't really need to do anything and it's better if he just walks away. And he chose one of 3 endings reflecting that. He chose the ending where he decides to just walk away. And I really think that helps. I wanted to make a narrative experience that actually was an experience and not just a storybook slapped on top to a totally unrelated gameplay experience. And I was hoping to do an abstract. I wanted to do something a little more R-rated because I had this concept for a graphic novel way back when, for some sort of like Giger-esque like monster story, but I decided to do something more abstract, but still a little bit Giger-esque with the biomechanoid. And yeah, that's pretty much what I came up with. I apologize for my rambling, but that's just me.
So next up is the Eclipse Mall tape, then Rap, and then the Moon Sonata is the fake one, right?
Did anyone here work on a game called the Moon Sonata? No. Then that's the fake one.
That's the ghost that infiltrated the All Hallows Jam.
Yeah, there's an extra game on itch.io, so.
Oh shit. Don't download it. It might be a
I'm
virus.
pretty sure it's a virus.
We'll delete it later.
I mean, if one of you has a virtual box and wants to tell us what's inside it.
Yeah, we're not opening it up.
It's gonna be to the school computer.
Sacrifice it. I swear, if we open it up, it's just the full music video. I'm never gonna give you up. It's just.
That'd be hilarious. We have no idea what it is, honestly.
And we don't want to be rickrolled tonight.
That would be hilarious, but honestly, we have no idea what it is. We haven't opened it.
Yeah.
Nobody. We're just gonna delete it. Yeah, it might be a virus.
I mean, it was uploaded before the event started, so that's the other thing that we're
I feel like that was a dead giveaway.
It's a pretty heavy giveaway. We're pretty sure it's fake.
Yeah.
Anyway, then after Rap is Hold Your Breath.
It's real life creepy pasta.
There's another one?
Maybe on itch, maybe. There are virtual ones.
All right. Are we ready to go?
Where's the tape?
You going straight into playing?
Oh no, are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Give your intro first.
Yes. Hello. My name is Chris Trineri. I'm with Team Unpaid and Proud. I'm going to be taking you through the Eclipse Mall tape game today. But before I do that, I'm going to toss it over to the team so they can all introduce themselves and tell you a little bit about what they did for the project.
All right, what's good? I'm also Chris. I did the main courtyard that you're going to see when we open up this game, as well as mess around with a bit of the shaders and put some things together. Other than that.
Hello, I'm not Chris. My name is Andres Fontes, and I worked on modeling the manager's office and the hallway scene and the air vents. And
I'm Alejandro. I worked on the audio and the Build the Boo section. You'll see what I mean when we get into it. Yeah.
I'm Zach. I did a lot of the gameplay programming and IT support.
And I'm Joey. I'm a 3D modeler, and I did all of the models and the environment for the clothing department in the mall.
My name is Sadie. I helped with the programming on the clothing store part of the game.
I'm Sophie. I did the art for the Build the Booth section.
They're all very talented. They did a great job. I was also on the project, one of the programmers, and just kind of hopped around between areas. So the idea with this game is we were going for mostly the comm horror category. So you're never really in any danger while you're exploring the mall. But as you explore, you kind of get the sense that you're being watched. So it's about building that paranoia and kind of making you feel uncomfortable in the space. And it's presented in a sort of found footage-esque type way. So I'll go ahead and get started. So you spawn in the lobby. It says escape the mall. So all you can really do at this point is just kind of wander around and explore. You're trying to get out this door right here, but you need the mall gate key. And the way you find that is just by proceeding through the mall. So we can go ahead and go up here. We got a few stores, the clothing store over here, the manager's office. And then over here in the food court, back behind the counters, we can find some sticky notes left behind by some of the employees. So if I click on this, it says, don't say anything out loud. I think we're being watched. And then if I come over here, there's another one that says passing notes. What are we in, 2nd grade? Oh, there's this friendly fellow on the wall over here. And then you find the final one that says, I'm serious, we can't talk about this here. Meet me in the janitor's closet after work. So this sticky note comes with a key to the maintenance hallway, so I'll make my way back over here. But now this guy doesn't seem so friendly anymore. So we'll make our way back into the maintenance hall, and it crashed.
Oh no, the blue screen!
I'll speed run it.
Nice wallpaper.
Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna speed run it. That's never happened before.
You're the first one.
Yeah, no, that was a community bug, not a...
Yeah.
I think the funniest thing is right before we went up, I'm like, the build's good, right? He's like, yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
5 times.
I tested the build 5 times. It's not gonna break.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, there we go. So now we're in the maintenance hallway. It's way too dark, but over here you find our first collectible item, which is the flashlight. So now I can turn it on. This will help you see in some of the darker areas, especially the clothing store, which we're going to proceed to go through the back door. So this place is kind of a Lost Woods-esque maze. So if you proceed in the wrong direction through this place, it's going to end up fading to black and sending you all the way back to the start. So the way you kind of find your way through here is through these mannequin guys. They're kind of pointing you in the right direction, but they're not super thrilled about you occupying their space. So they've always got an eye on you when you're not looking. So we'll make our way through here. He's telling me to go that way.
Did you just do the fingers?
So at the end of this clothing store, you find the key to the Build-A-Boo store. So we'll exit back out into the main courtyard. Over here, we'll find the Build-A-Boo space. So in here, this is sort of like a Build-A-Bear where you can make a spooky bear friend. So we'll pick this guy up, and we'll go ahead and stuff him. But the problem now is that the key that you need to proceed to the next area was actually stuffed inside of this bear when you stuffed it. So we can go ahead and customize him, make him our little friend. But unfortunately, we can't get too well acquainted because we do need that key that's inside of him. So we're going to go ahead and rip him open. So now we have the office key. We have to leave him there all on his lonesome. So now we have the manager's office key. We can come back up here and proceed into the manager's office. So we come in here, over here on the manager's desk. We finally have the mall gate key, what we need to leave. But the door that we came through is now gone. So we got to find a way out of here. Over here, there's an AC grate that we can crawl through. We can pick up this screwdriver off the desk, go ahead and unscrew all of the bolts, and then we can crouch down to get inside. That spat us back out in the maintenance hallway because that's where the air vent led. So now we can get out of the hallway, back into the main courtyard, and use the key to escape. And that is the end of the tape.
Yay!
Thank you very much.
Yay. Okay. Rap?
Yes.
And hold your breath.
I guess that's it.
There's a game called Rap.
Oh, gotcha.
Ah.
That's a wrap.
I mean, if USB, but yeah. Right.
Just gonna talk a little bit about it and all that.
Is it not? Oh, I'm not plugged in. Right.
Oh,
Here we go.
yeah. So I wanted to make a Halloween themed platformer. I made a joke when I pitched my game that